Here we go, YouTubers, gonna ride the bike into Sault Ste. Marie.
Fuji, I got a kickstand, which I guess makes it a bad mountain bike. If I do some real mountain biking, I'll just take it off. It was like 12 bucks on Amazon. And yes, I think I'm gonna need a new seat.
Alright, enough of that nonsense. Here's a little tour of Sault Ste. Marie.
I was here last fall for like an hour or two. Now we're gonna do some exploring on a bike. The water's moving pretty good. And that's the Edison power plant. Like 100 years old. Over 100, I think. Across the bridge.
If you want to get exact, it's 117 years old, opened in 1902. It's a really cool place that I've heard that if you get lucky, you can get a tour of the inside, so I figured I'd give it a shot.
And I asked, and he said go in there and dial a number, and maybe they can let you do a look around. But no one's answering that number, so maybe I'll try later or tomorrow.
It didn't work out, but there's still more to see.
I haven't decided on that yet either. It's only 30 bucks. They take you through the locks. I'll decide.
Some old historic buildings.
It's all glare. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's a nice little town, and there's a lot of murals around. And then for me, I always like architecture, old buildings and stuff like that. So here's a bunch of them. And of course, that always means old churches. This was kind of neat. It was just a storefront with pictures of the construction of the locks back in the day. And some more murals on the wall right next to the International Bridge up to Canada. This is Canal Park, a very nice park right on downtown, right on the water where the locks are. And there's some beautiful grounds to walk around, but you're coming here to see the locks. There's also a nice visitor center with some displays set up and a lot of information, and they also tell you when the ships are due to come through the locks.
The next one is at 6 o'clock tonight. I might come back tomorrow. I missed it.
There are currently 4 locks. I think they're mainly used 2. Don't quote me on anything. These are some of the buildings on the grounds. They also generate their own power. The locks are gravity fed, but they generate their own power for the site. The slides are only 2 seconds each, so if you want to read something, you're going to have to hit pause. This is a nice little museum, free, like this whole area is free. And it used to be a weather station, but, you know, it's modern days now, so they don't need all that.
I don't know if that's going to turn out. A big chunk of iron.
One of the tour boats was heading to the lock, so I scurried myself back there, got on the observation platform to check it out. Once the gates close, they say the whole process takes about 20 minutes. Now, I'm filming this with a cell phone in my hand, and I've sped it up to 21 speed, so it's bouncing a little bit, and I apologize for that. But if you watch it in real time, I did pretty decent. This lock raises anything in it, or drops it if it's going the other way, 21 feet.
I would guess a bigger ship would go quicker. Less water to displace, yeah. It's been a while. 9 minutes. I was going to do the tour, but I think this kind of...
shows you what to expect.
It's down that way, so I guess they're coming.
There's a project to rebuild one of the locks to make it bigger to handle the bigger ships, and they're not using it that much anymore, and they said it's going to take about 7 years.
International tour, passing under the International Highway Bridge and railroad bridges, which are ahead of us, and crossing the Canadian Channel to be able to steel land. Once that safety boom is up, we'll be letting go of our bow line first, and then the stern line. The captain will be sounding one short blast on the whistle to tell the crew to do that. That'll happen in just a couple minutes, and he'll try to give you a warning.
You can't have a touristy town without shops to sell you trinkets and food and ice cream and chocolate and all that good stuff. And they have putt-putt for the kids. So that's nice. They serve beer there too for the adults. So there's a Benny for being a good parent.
Do you remember how we went to that ship museum and have the different cargo?
Yeah, it's like one little thing, one big.
The new lock they're building is actually replacing one, and then they're just going to use whatever fill they need to fill in the old one, but it'll handle those bigger ships. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video of Sault Ste. Marie and the Soo locks. I hope the information I tried to pass on was still right, because I filmed this a while ago and I lose stuff in the editing process. But have a great and wonderful day.